Hello everybody, George as usual, and welcome to my Web3 Wednesday. The Wednesdays that we take some time out to check out what games are going on within Web3. Today we're going to be looking at Aurory. This already has some mini games or game modes that are playable, but today we're going to be taking a look at their latest one, which is called Tokane, I believe. I've played a little bit before, but we're just going to jump in. There's two maps to look at. We'll take a look at both of those and a little bit at the combat. Just to be warned, this is super early, and as you can expect in a collectible game, being early means there's not too much there. But I still want to take a look at this game, only because I love parts of the map, and you'll see very shortly. Here we are, Seekers of Tokane of the Aurory story is what we're looking at, to be more precise than my previous intro. And we're going to start the adventure. We don't have anything to really jazz up my dude, so we're going straight in with how he is at the moment. Here we are, we have jumped into the town. It's a mouse movement system, so it's mainly just all clicking. And the main things we're going to look at is, we can see this town here. It's got a bunch of people, bunch of stuff going on. A lot of this stuff that we can see at the moment will take you back to the website to do certain things within there, like the incubation, the interact here to do your stuff of breeding or whatever it was, I think. But all of these just take you back to the other site. So we're not going to look at that right now. Just to say, though, this town is planned to get built out more, and there should be more stuff going on here within the game itself as well, is what I am led to believe. But what we're going to be taking a look at today is just this one section here. So if we were to interact with this person right next to me, we would be able to go into PvP and do just straight battles against other people. We're not going to get into that. I believe most of you should be able to understand the concept of how that would go down if you played any collectathon game, catch-em-all game, or trading card game. It's going to be very obvious what's going to happen in PvP. But what we are going to take a look at is the land. So this is where you go in and jump through the portal. You've then got to go around and collect crystals and eggs. You get the crystals from these little bubble things that are lying about, and the eggs from defeating the creatures that are in here. You only keep the stuff if you find the portal to exit again. So if I come in here, I pick up a lot of crystals, I defeat lots of people, and then just before I'm getting out in the portal, I take an arrow to the knee and I go down. I've lost everything. So this is one of the two maps. We're going to try and look at both of them today. This is the snow map. So I'm just going to start running about, looking for some of these crystals. Okay, so here are the pods in the snow ones. Break these, get some crystals. Very fancy indeed. And what we have to do is find a portal to get out. Currently, there is not a map. I actually like that there is not a map. I've not found the lands itself to be large enough to warrant one. I don't think I've got lost enough where I've been like, oh, really could use a map. I think having a map might detach you from how nice this looks, because I would just have tab up as if I was playing Path of Exile, and I would be just looking at the walls on the map. I wouldn't be actually looking at the map itself. So while I've been rambling, we've managed to collect a bunch of crystals, and we're still looking for portal to get out. These can take a while, and there we see our first thing. Oh, and the portal's right here. Okay, so what I could do if I was a scumbag is I could just pick up all these crystals and go straight out. And I think that's what we're going to do. I'll probably save you from seeing me go around and scumbag all these crystals, but that is a technique. Also, the mobs aggro, so you can draw them away. So I'll draw this one away, and I'll go around here. Oh, and he caught me. Rats. So let's go and fight this bird. Versus Zuzu, who is a 2-star. So we're going to lose, basically. So you've got a different amount of abilities here. So this one is going to give me plus hype, which is the blue stuff. And these are going to be negative hype. And you can see your hype down here in the bottom left. So we're going to do jab, jab, jab. Give ourselves plus 6 hype for next time. See? Ouch. Ouch. Okay, so now we can see I have 10 hype and he only has 7 hype. So he's not going to be able to do his power move. I can, on the other hand. So I'm going to do my power move and then 2 more to get more hype back for next time. My power move is going to do double because I have less health than him as well. So let's check this out, see if I do well. And my big brain. Okay, oh god, this is going to be close. Oh, he's got 2 health. Oh my days. Okay. Are we going to get to go first? Okay, let's try this. Let's see if this works. Oh, it did not work. We did not dodge it at all. Okay, so now we get to witness what happens when you are defeated in the lands. So, land failed. So I had picked up 74 crystals. I do not get any of those now. So we just have to tail between our legs, go back to the village. Here we are back in the village. We're now going to go to the next land. Hopefully it's going to be the swamp, as that's the other thing I want to show you guys. That's basically it though. There's not too much to this right now. But I want the swamp so I can show you how lovely this looks. Especially for a WebGL build as well. It's very impressive how nice it looked. But we're in the snow zone again. So I'm going to keep doing this until you get to see the swamp. Great success. So I think this is the 5th or 6th one we gone in, and now we're at the swamp. So let's go. Just looking at this, I really like it. And we're going to take a moment here, and Editor George is going to zoom in. But look at this water. Oh my god, don't attack me. Sir, I'm trying to appreciate the water. Okay, we're going to fight this dude, and then we're going to appreciate the water. Also, if any of you were wondering, Dip King is not a chicken, but is a fish, apparently. That's why we are normal or strong against this lad who has fire, because we've got water abilities. I thought he was a chicken. Oh my god, Dip King's so dreamy. And he says you need to join my Discord. Boom, 151 in one attack. Sit down, Sheba. Dip King victorious. See, we got 30 from there. Sometimes you would get an egg as well. We are not lucky. Anyway, let's take a look at the water. So look how nice this water looks. Just walking through this puddle. I don't know what they've done or what this effect is, but this looks fantastic. And I've now spent 30 seconds of this video gushing over the water. Okay, also, this fog looks lovely as well. The little path you clear in it. I don't know what the gameplay implications of this is and why it's a thing, but I love it as well. It looks so nice. But yeah, let's cut around, find some more crystals, explore, and then get out of here with our bounty. Another battle. One thing I've not mentioned so far is, obviously, we've been using Dip King. But if we didn't want to use Dip King, we do have the option up here to swap. It costs us 50% of our hype, and then we get to use our other Nefty. I only have 2, because I've only managed to hatch 1 egg. It takes 500 crystals to hatch an egg once you have grabbed it. We are normal, so should we try swapping? I've never used my other dude. Swap. Also normal. Well, okay. Turns out we are just swapping for an identical one, so this could not be good. Okay, so I'll have skipped through all of this for you, since swapping to an identical Nifty is the one we were fighting, because that was one of the most boring fights I've ever witnessed. We were doing 5 damage to each other over and over again. He had more health. That's basically how this played out. But we got defeated. So unfortunately, we have been kicked out of this land. We have lost our 76 crystals. That is a very, very quick look at what is available in Seekers of Tokane by the Aurory Project. They've obviously got other games out as well, so they do have more depth within their universe. For this particular game at the moment, there's not too much. I can see the appeal of grinding the 2 lands though, because you get the eggs and then you use the crystal to unlock the eggs that give you more nifties that you then can upgrade, and then yada yada yada, making yourself a decent team. So I do understand why people might be playing this at the moment, and it does look very nice as well. I do hope it builds out a lot more than this though. Obviously, as I said at the start, playing early stage collectathons, you know, the game isn't going to be that huge, because the game loop is simple, and a lot of what you get out of these games is the stories and the environments you go through. So I think that's something we will have to wait and see for this one. Apart from that, I do like the way it controls and handles. I do like the combat system compared to other combat systems. I like the idea that you've got one attack that increases your hype, and then the rest of your attacks decrease your hype. So it's not like you just have to wait for more energy to build up, as you do in some other collecting games and trading card games, which essentially are the same, just looking different. There was mention that there will be a map for these lands, like I touched on earlier. I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, Apparently some of these lands can get really big, so in that case, sure. But for the size they are at now, I would say it would really break my immersion if I had the ability to have a map, because I would just be checking the map out all the time. But if you have enjoyed this, make sure you go over and check out the Aurory Project as well. I'm giving away some codes for this in my Discord. I have 8 codes to give away, so if you're watching this as soon as I've put this out, probably still have some codes left. Jump into my Discord and say hello, and you might be able to get to play this as well. As per usual, make sure you like and subscribe. Find me on Twitter if you want to stay up to date with everything I'm doing. And like mentioned, you can join the Discord and play some of these games from codes with me, or play with me in general. Until next time, goodbye.